Hi there. Okay, so yesterday I posted on my Instagram and on Facebook that I did the scaled gradient. So this is it. So I actually had a couple friends ask me if I was going to do a tutorial. So I figured, okay, let's try it. Now this was the first time that I've tried this, so just bear with me. I did watch a couple videos on YouTube and got the gist of it, so I figured I would try it, and I actually think it turned out fairly well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on my right hand. So if I'm a little awkward, please ignore it because I am right-handed, so doing it on my opposite hand is a little more difficult. But anyway, okay, so let's get to it. Supplies that I'm going to use. First off, for the colors, I'm using China Glaze, and the first one is called Shocking Pink. Second one is called Under the Boardwalk, and it's China Glaze as well. I also am using Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Top Coat. Other supplies needed: a cleanup brush, some acetone, a pair of tweezers, and I'm just using these vinyls to do my my arrow. I can't remember what it's called, and a makeup sponge. Now, what I've done is on this hand I have done my base coat, two colors of my base, which is the Shocking Pink, and I've also done a top coat of the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry to make sure that my fingers were totally dry. Now, I forgot to wet my sponge, so I'm going to go do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've wet my sponge. So basically what I do is I just put it under the tap for a minute or so. Not even a minute, just a few seconds. I take it out and I squeeze it out so it's damp. Other thing I forgot to mention is a latex. Because this is very messy, you're best to use latex. You can use tape, but I prefer latex. And it's October now, so I don't know if you guys know about latex. I've bought mine off of from the Halloween store. I do have another video, so if you want to check it out, what I've done with my latex, check it out. Okay, so first off, actually, I need to put latex on my nails. So, because we're going to do our first stage of our gradient. So, I'm just going to go and put them on all the nails. I try and get as close as I can without actually hitting the nail. And I usually I try and put like a generous amount on. I find it easier to take off, and I go up kind of high on my nails because I'm a little messy sometimes, and I kind of forget and do that. So anyway, let me finish this and let it dry, and I'll come right back. Okay, so now my latex is dry, so I am going to do my gradient now. So on the sponge, I just coat the top of it, and then So I try and overlap it a little bit so it'll kind of blend it. I guess I'll move these over here so they're not in the way of the camera. And then basically I just kind of rock it so I hit. My nails are a little curvy, so that way it'll hit both sides. So I can usually do 2 or 3 nails. Once it feels a little tacky, then I'll add more polish. You don't want it to dry out totally, because what will happen is it'll lift the polish underneath, and you don't want that to happen, because then you'll have like bumps and lumps, and it's not very pretty. And then with the thumb, oops, and then just add some more polish. Now you just do this, I don't know, I'll probably do it about 2 or 3 times, like a pass over, just to kind of get it to the opacity that I want. And I think I'll do it one more time on all the nails. And I think that should do it. I think I left off at my thumb. And sometimes, like if you want, I'll move it just slightly up or down. And then what it does is it kind of blends it a little more. So, because like right here, I've got like a flat line. And you just want to kind of not have a flat line. It's okay, because we're going to get rid of it. Okay, so basically now I think that looks pretty good. And I just kind of look on the sides of my nails and just make sure that I've got all the edges. Okay, and I'll just move the polish out of the way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the latex, and then I will top coat it to let it dry. And then what I do is I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. I don't know if it makes a difference doing the cleanup between like between now and the next session of gradient. I just do it just to be on the safe side, and I figure this way, at least if it's clean, I have less cleanup to do at the very end. So anyway, so that's just personal choice. I think it actually works out better cleaning it between now and the next gradient. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and remove all this, do my cleanup, and do my top coat, and I will come back. So hang on. Okay, so I am back. So what I've done is I've just taken a pair of scissors and I've cut off the part that we used. This part is, it's not dry yet, so it's not a big deal. I can still use the sponge. Now the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to take these things, and you can use tape if you want. Like you can do a corner of a piece of tape. I happen to have these, so that's what I used. But I've seen girls, you can use, you know, a piece of tape and then use the corner instead. And what I'm going to do is just put it down on my nail so it's centered. And then what I do is you can do an orange stick, or I'm just too lazy and I use my fingernail, and I just push it down on the edges. So I will do this with all of my nails. Get a couple off. And I'll put it down. Yeah, I think that looks about centered. And then I just kind of push it down. Oh, actually, I just thought of something. This is not what I did first. So I'm just gonna take them off. Yeah, because this is messy. I forgot. What I want to do is put the liquid latex around my nails first, and then yeah, I want to put this around my nails first, because it's going to get, I found it, because I tried before where I put the sticker on first and then put the liquid latex, and it didn't get underneath properly. So that's why I want to do this first. So let me put it all on and let it dry, and I'll come back. Okay, so it's dry enough now, so I'm gonna go ahead and start again. So basically, I'm gonna put these back on. So make sure I push them down on the sides of my nails. Take the next one and center it. So basically, I'm trying to aim the tip of the chevron. Hey, I remember what the name of these things are. Anyway, to the gradient line. That's kind of my goal there. And the next one. This one doesn't seem to want to center for me. There we go. And then push it down. And I need, what, 2 more. And come on, work with me here. 1. Gonna pick up the edge there. There we go. 2. Okay. And one doesn't want to center for me either. Why are you being so difficult? There we go. And push that one down. And the very last one. Okay, so next step. Because I don't want any of of the polish, because we're going to do a gradient again. I don't want any of the polish to get in and touch my nail here on this triangle. So you can either use tape. I'm just going to put some more liquid latex since I have so much of it, and I found it easier. I'm just going to double check to make sure my edges are all down, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of it in a little triangle. So just because I want to protect the polish that I have there already. So like I said, you can use tape, or you can use the liquid latex. It's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong there. So that is what they look like. So basically, I will be doing my gradient again. I just want to give this a few minutes to dry, and then we'll go ahead and do the gradient. So hang on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and it's now dry, so I can go ahead and do my gradient. So we will take the same colors again, and we will do the same thing. We will do our gradient once again. Don't forget to overlap the edges a bit, and then what I've done is I'm actually moving down a little bit on the nail. Okay, do I have to put some more polish? I find the first couple passes, because the sponge hasn't quite absorbed the polish yet, you'll need to, maybe do 2 nails and then reapply polish. And I probably should put some more polish on. More. Yeah. Keep forgetting to go and put some more polish back on. And basically just keep doing this until do my thumb again. Now, like I said, I just kind of roll it on. You can pat it on, whatever I find with me, because my nails are so curved, by rolling it, from one side to the other, it seems to get the polish all the way to the edges of my nails. And I think we're almost there. So I just want to do my thumb again. I want to move it a little bit so it blends it a little more. And how dark you want it, really. How much you do. Oops. Okay, well, I think that's probably good. Yeah, maybe one more. I don't know. They seem lighter for some reason compared to yesterday, so I figure I'll do one more little pass through, and then just to be on the safe side. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. It's kind of noticed on that edge. I didn't, on the edge of my middle finger, I didn't quite get it all. Okay, so now just get the polish out of my way. I find by using China glaze, I don't know if it's just me or if you've noticed it as well, I find that a lot of China glaze polishes actually dry matte. So when they're a matte polish, they dry really quick. So, which is a good thing when you're doing a gradient, I figure. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take the chevron off, and I kind of pull it up towards me. The reason being is it will then pull, see, as you can see, it's pulled the latex up. So, and it's taken most of it off. So now, of course, because I'm on camera, it's harder to pull the latex off. Get it off the side here. So, that looks pretty good. So we'll try the next nail so you can see. So it's actually kind of fun to pull it off. So pull off that. And pull off the latex. It's like peel porn, pulling off latex, I think. Don't you agree? Okay. So it looks pretty good so far. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'm going to pull off the rest. I'm going to do some cleanup, and then we'll come back for the reveal. So one moment. Okay, sorry, I am back. So these are my scaled gradient nails. Sorry, I'm shaking on my tripod here for some weird reason. So let's zoom out a little more. So that is both of the nails. I think I managed to get them to look fairly similar. So I'm actually really pleased on how they turned out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it was helpful. And you know, again, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Oh, I did top coat it with my fast drying top coat, and I'm just going to put on some cuticle oil now So don't forget your cuticle oil. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day.